Okay, let's take a walk around this 1989, so one of the very last ones. Well, it could be 1990 actually, but certainly on a G plate. BMW 635 CSI highline automatic, finished in Dolphin Grey with grey interior. It's got sort of M badges on it, although we're not pretending it's an M, but it has been badged as such. It's got 17-inch Alpina style alloys on it. Otherwise, it's got sunroof, all the usual bits and bobs on it that they have. It's got BMW mud flaps. Being a late car, it's got the latest style bumpers. But really a standard spec car, aside from the wheels. Let's go around and pick out the good bits and bad bits. There's a few minor paint defects on it here and there, but we'll come to those. But in the main part, in the wings, it's really quite good actually. Start around the bonnet. There's some areas of micro blistering. I don't know if the bonnet's been repainted, but there's some areas of micro blistering there, and there. Oh, and there. So some areas of micro blistering, so it may well have been repainted at some point. Around the front end there's a big sort of stone chip just underneath the M badge just there. Around the bumpers, as quite often on these, I've seen this before, the plastic sort of trim here just over the years starts to lift a little bit in the corners. It has there, and it is there again a little bit as well, just lifting very slightly. There's a tiny bit of paint loss just there on the bumper just above right at the very front above the number plate. Front spoiler is a bit stone chipped and has lost a bit of paint on its very lower edge, obviously scraped on a speed bump at some point. Looking down the near side, it all looks very straight and true down there, no parking dinks or dents or anything. The wheels are in great shape, they looks as if they're pretty new actually, the wheels. Near side front wing, one tiny bubble just there in the paint. I'm sure these will have been repaired at some point in the past if I feel behind them. It feels very smooth behind there, but I suspect they've been repaired at some point. They always have. I doubt they're brand new wings, put it that way. But nice and ripple free and everything along there, not too bad at all. Little bit of I don't know, a couple of marks just here on the top of the near side front wing, and a little bit of lacquer loss just there on the near side front wing again. Around the window frame, it's all good round there. The screen itself looks good on this side. Let's look at the roof. There's a slight dink in the roof just there, more like a sort of, looks like it's been hit by a heavy stone. Bit of a sort of about 3/4 of an inch across down to the bare metal on the roof just there. But otherwise the roof panel looks pretty good. Sunroof looks nice. There's one or two very, very tiny sort of bubbles just coming up on the very edge here of the roof, but you know, it is over 21 years old now, so it's one of the last of the line really. Near side door is all very nice, that's no problems there at all. Oh, this one's got shadow line trim as well, so it's got the factory black trim where it would normally be chromed. Inside here it's all very nice. The leather's actually very good on this one, both driver's and passenger seat, especially considering the mileage. It's not too badly worn. Being a highline, it's got all the full leather roof, everything's leather in here basically, apart from the carpets clearly. Passenger seat is quite nice, it's got these the M inserts in it, but no real issues there, could do with a bit of a clean on that. In the back it's all good as well, that's all nice in there, so it just could do with a bit of valet, shall we say, inside. But looking at the near side rear wing, this has been painted. I'm sure the near side rear wing and the boot lid have been painted at some point, and I would say not brilliantly, because you've got a patch of very I don't know what's happened here, whether the lacquer's come off. It's not blistered or anything. There's a patch there, sort of around there, another one there, where it's sort of a slightly different colour almost. I can't quite work it out, but yeah, sort of slight difference in colour there, and it's obviously had a sticker on there saying M-Power at some point, which has been taken off. Just needs some tar remover really to get the rest of that off. But let's cut my phone off for a minute. On the near side rear wing here, once again sort of slightly flat paint just up here. I suspect they may have had a near side rear wing and the boot lid done, because just up here the paint is a bit flat just on this corner. There's a bit of paint loss just there. But the rest of the near side rear wing isn't too bad. The boot lid is the worst bit. The boot lid, either it's not been lacquered when it's been painted, or I'm not sure what's happened here, because it's quite grainy, the paint, very grainy in fact, just on the boot lid, and it's very flat. Not sure. There's lots of sort of little grains in it, not grains, tiny scratches, loads of them. I don't really see where that's come from. Bit of paint loss here on the back of the spoiler, just there. Round here around the number plate, it's rusting a bit round there, bubbling up just around the base of the number plate. And this whole section, once again, the paint is a bit flat, so whether it's been repainted not particularly well around the tail end, I'm not sure. The paint's a little bit flat on the back of the rear bumper. Bit of paint loss along the top edge there, and just the rubber's started to come away very slightly from the bumper just there. Looking down the offside, very straight and clean down there actually, no parking dinks or dents or anything. Offside rear wings all nice. Just where it's been polished and not, as I say, there's just a trace of that sticker there which just needs some tar remover to remove the bit of glue from it. Roof up here, there's a tiny bubble just about to poke through just there where my fingernail is, but no more than that. Another tiny one just there. Otherwise, this offside door's got a few sort of marks just here, just underneath the door lock, as you normally get. And a very tiny sort of like parking dink just there, just behind the door lock. Come back to the interior. Offside front wing, two sort of chips just there. But the important part of the front wing's very, very nice down here. Just two very, very tiny pimples just there and there where the fingernail is, but not broken through or anything like that. But very, very good generally. Inside on the driver's side, all the door cards are all nice. Driver's seat, it's scuffed, shall we say, but it's not worn through on the bolsters. That's all nice. It's all that handbrake cover should be like so. Actually, it should fit on there a bit better. Needs refitting perhaps. But otherwise, say the interior is all really quite smart on it. So I just could do with a valet. That's about it. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353. Or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk. End.